Alright, welcome back to Mr. Zen Cool Plays Bastion. As I said at the end of the last video, I'm picking up right where we left off. We have discovered the Bastion, the titular Bastion, if you will. We have discovered that there was another survivor of the Calamity so far. So far we know him only as the Stranger. And I gotta say, man, that is one rockin' mustache. I am super jealous. So, we're going to keep moving on. We are looking for cores. Cores to rebuild the Bastion and hopefully find survivors. Oh, Jesus. I can't even keep from dying in the safe zone. So, we're going to keep moving, looking for cores. We're going to go to the Skyway, and that will take us where we need to go. So,
the Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Alright, so this is the world map. As you can see, it is rather extensive. I'm not sure, 100% sure how many levels there are offhand, but I mean, this is a pretty good sized game. I would say it's probably 8 to 12 hours, maybe, depending on how much you kind of grind and do all the side quests, etc., etc. But for right now, there's only a few places we can go. Places we've been are Starred, the Wharf District. We've already been there. And of course, if we click info, then we can hear a little voice clip from our narrator.
The Wharf District. Folks sail deep into the boundless sea from here.
And this is the Bastion. This is our home base. To harness the Bastion's power, seek out cores across the city and beyond.
The Bastion. Caelandia's safe haven. Once the highest point in the city. Too bad it wasn't finished before the Calamity struck.
And there are two different areas that we can go to. We have the actual parts of the city, in this case the Workman Ward. There's a core detective there, so we're going to go look for the core, find it and bring it back. There may be useful supplies here as well.
The Workman Ward. Them windbags used to keep the city humming along here.
And then we also have Proving Grounds. And what Proving Grounds are is we can use our weapons to do different tasks, and the better we do those tasks, then we'll get money, we'll get upgradables, and we'll also get secret skills eventually as well. But they are best done a little bit later after you've actually had a chance to upgrade the weapons. If we were to go to the Breaker Barracks now, where the Breakers once honed their skill and focused with the bows, we would not do very well, because you really need to upgrade your Breaker's bow in order to actually pass the challenges. So we're not going to go there yet. We'll go do the info real quick, though.
The Breaker Barracks. Many straight shooters learn their way here.
Okay, thank you. So for right now, we are going to go to the Workman Ward. Come on. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to... Oh, no, that's right. We don't have a distillery. Never mind. Just kidding.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Anybody ever see that?
Be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one?
Anybody ever see that movie, Kung Pao, Enter the Fist? It's one of my favorite movies. It's really, really corny. It's like a kung fu parody thing. If you have, then you know why I'm laughing. If not, at one point, the guy's talking about, "This is bad and wrong. I will stand for the opposite of that." Or, that is badong. Anyway, it's not important. I'm going to stop talking. So we're going to...
He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
So here we are in the Workman Ward. The game is pretty darn linear, honestly. I mean, yeah, we have 4 different ways we could go, but it's really, really very linear. You don't have a lot of different choices, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, everybody's talking about, freedom of choice, and, of course, the wide open sandbox games are super popular, and I love them. I actually am planning on doing a Let's Play of Saints Row the Third, because the second Saints Row was one of my favorite games. It's so much fun. But there's also something to be said about linearity, especially in a game like this where the narrative is so critical and important. With an open sandbox world, the narrative isn't quite as focused, I feel. So this game, it's like a laser as opposed to a shotgun. and it does itself very well in that. So here's another weapon here. This is actually one of my more preferred weapons. This is the War Machete.
Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw.
I really like the War Machete. Like I said earlier, I prefer faster, lighter weapons that hit a lot of times. So this is kind of the melee equivalent of the Fang Repeater. So we got rapid fire machine pistol, and we got super fast machete. What's also cool about the machete is you can throw it. So if need be, if you're, I don't know why you would necessarily need to when you have a melee or a ranged weapon, especially the Fang Repeater. God, I love that thing. It just makes such short work of squirts. Except for the big ones that are kicking my ass, apparently. But, if you wanted to, you can chuck your... It does more damage, of course, than the Fang Repeater would when it comes to ranged. But I really like it. Okay, this is another secret skill.
They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
This is a fun one.
No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
I'll show off what the sport lure does here in just a second.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
Okay, so the sport lure, I'm going to use that real quick.
Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful.
Aww. Look at him, he likes me. So it makes a little squirt to follow us around. He will attack, he will draw fire, and he takes a lot of hits. So it's a nice little diversionary tactic.
He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley.
And down here, more scumbags.
Some scumbags still feeding off the city's own trash.
Oh, Jesus.
Keeps telling himself he better watch his step. And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel.
No, Gershel. You are one fat mother trucker. I am going to try and keep this PG as possible. It's not going to last, I have no doubt. I do have to have somewhat of a foul mouth, and I apologize if you have small children watching. And maybe...
Well, Calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition.
You might want to put the kids to bed. But I'm going to try and keep it moderately clean. Also, I know that my mother watches this, so hi, Mom! And she would not want her precious baby boy to be just like a sailor, so...
Shame old Gershel can't float like when he was a young fella.
Now, when it comes to video games, I'm kind of weird in that I feel bad actually killing things. I know it's just, pixels on a screen, they don't mean anything, but, I feel kind of bad about killing Gershel. He's the oldest scumbag, I mean, he's, obviously been around for a long time, and he's killed him. I feel kind of bad about that. I know, I'm weird like that.
The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back.
Alright, I get the hint. Yeah.
No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
Bastards. What did I just pick up? Oh, I picked up something sharp. As you can probably guess, that is for the machete here. Let's upgrade that. Hopefully we'll find the forge. I think the forge is down this way, actually. But yeah, I feel really bad whenever I kill him.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
That's what I thought. I feel really bad when I kill things in video games, which is weird, because especially since I said Saints Row is one of my favorite games, and it's also one of the most violent games out there. But I do... Oh my god, stop freaking... What are you doing? Okay, this is bad. Thank you, Lord. But even when I'm playing that game, even though it's like super violent, Saints Row, I still try and keep casualties to a minimum, which is of course very difficult. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I have no illusions about that. Okay, so this is the forge. This is another one of the buildings that we can do.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
Again, you need two things in order to upgrade. You need the something sharp, something stringy, and something heavy. In the case of the hammer, the bow, and the machete. And then, in addition, you need fragments. So there are 2 upgrades per level. Each level is unlocked by something. So right now we only have one something sharp, so we can only do first round of upgrades here. We can either do a 20% critical chance, or attacks cripple foes, deal damage over time. I think I'm going to go with the serrated...
The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
Go with the serrated edge for now. And unfortunately we don't have whatever it is we need for the Fang Repeater. So we'll come back, and we'll be able to build that once we get... Jesus!
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
Anyway, once we get the core, we'll be able to build a forge at the Bastion. Go away, go away, oh my goodness. Yeah! Oh yeah, you actually can land on your enemies and you will do damage, and in fact there is a spirit where you will cause more damage, but it's not really recommended.
Up north is where the gas filler foreman used to live, tending to his flock. Know why gas fellas all dress alike? Kids wondering the same thing.
I thought it was just graphical limitation. Oh. Back up a little bit. Counterattack that guy. Counterattack. Kill this guy. Counterattack. Shoot that. There we go. Okay. You know what, after this video I might see if there's some way to get my Xbox controller hooked up to this so that I can stop being so freaking awful in the game. I promise, when I played this game before, I was not this bad.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
So we gotta kill the foreman. Fortunately, gas fellas are none too bright, and I can just kind of hang out here and shoot. Oh god, that was... So I'm gonna chuck my machete a couple times at this guy. And what's nice about the machete, when I throw it, because I have the serrated edge, he's actually going to take some damage over time.
And now there's a new marshal in town.
Take a little damage over time. So that was the foreman, and now we can get a core.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall.
So we don't have to race against...
Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
That's our narrator telling us where we need to go. Yeah, we don't have to race against the time on this one. Throw machete in your face. Throw a machete in your face. Jesus. Go to shoot. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Head down the Skyway. There's our squirt. Still just hanging out. Thanks, buddy. Been a real help. Let's get out of here.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Talk to a stranger about picking up this ragged hood belonging to some ill-fated gas fella. Actually, I don't even remember picking that up. It's a memento, a soiled garment like the gas fellows wear. Gas fellows used to tend the mines, but now are storming the remains of Ceylondia in alarming numbers. But for what? So, interesting. Gosh, we haven't even checked out our pack in a while here, have we? Something stringy, an upgrade material for the Breaker's Bow, a streak of meesgut. That's a fun word. Prized by boyers and peltball fans. One more reason for the popularity of meese hunting. I don't know what a meese is. I assume it's either a very, very large mouse or a very, very small moose. Anyway. Something heavy, an upgrade material for the sail hammer, a chunk of precious alloy found deep underground, the staple diet of gas fellas, also used in all manner of industries. So what the hell is a gas fella? I don't... They eat metal and, I don't know, turn into giant scumbags? Anyway. Distillery, plans for a facility, Every specifically brewed spirits enhance one's natural abilities. Just need a place to build it. The only spirits permitted on the rippling walls were the kind that increase productivity, so cocaine. And we also have plans for the forge for a facility that transmutes scavenged materials into weapon upgrades. Just need a place to build it. The old forge from the Workman Ward was the model for many others found in Ceylon. So, moving on, talk about it.
The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under them.
So look at, oh, we got a little squirt. Oh, he's so cute. Just look at him go. Look at him go. Oh.
Come on. Give the little tiger a break.
Okay, so, well, let's see. Let's first go put this on the monument.
Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
Damn straight, you haven't done shit yet. Alright, so, what's going on in the arsenal? Why do we have a... Oh, because we got it. That's right. So we got the Squirt Lure. The Mirror Shield's good. I like the Squirt Lure just because it's cute. So, stick with that. Stick with the Repeater and the War Machete. Let's see what he has to say about these two things.
The Repeater and Machete. Favorite choices of the Ura hunters we want to follow.
That's actually the first mention of the Ura. They will become very important later, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. Actually, it's not at all. What shall we build next? I'm thinking a forge. Let's build a forge.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
Now, unfortunately, we still haven't picked up anything for the Repeater, so I'm not going to upgrade anything. I'm going to save my fragments for when we do find something to actually upgrade. So I think that's going to do it for this one. It seems like a good enough place to stop when we come...
Can't be too careful these days.
When we come back, we are going to go to the Skyway.
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
And either head to the Melting Pot or the Sundown Path. Haven't decided what. I don't think I have enough viewers right now, unfortunately, for them to make a decision, so I will make a decision next time on Mr. Zencool Plays Bastion. Hopefully I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.